There are several similarities between what we have seen in 2020 with the DeFi summer and what we have just seen with AI agents. What I want to discuss with you today is which is the future of this category. Will keep outperforming during the coming months, so in 2025, or the bubble is already burst. And let me share with you which is the breakdown of what we will discuss together is. So first of all, is it a buy the dip? Because it's undeniable what we have seen just with AI agents. That's insane, guys. Many of these tokens are even like 90-95% down from the all-time high. So is it a good time to buy or not? After that, I want to discuss a bit about DeepSeek. So which is the role of DeepSeek in the whole history, because what we have seen just 10 days ago is that the DeepSeek news literally dumped the market. But is it already came to an end, or is going to have an impact also in the coming weeks? And finally, which is the upside of the industry? So which is the kind of multiplier that we are going to reach? Before digging into the matter, let me say, guys, that this channel is just about educational content. Nothing has to be intended as financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that's fine, but do your own research, guys. Remember, I'm just presenting which is my opinion. Nothing has to be intended as financial advice. I'm reading comments about people that maybe are buying or not buying, and they are complaining. I mean, guys, you have to follow your own strategy. Use my hints to think about, to resonate about what I'm saying, what's going on in the market, because maybe I'm sharing a new point of view, but nobody has the truth about what will happen. So it's on you to understand which is the best strategy and the best choice for your own portfolio. And guys, don't forget to leave us a big thumbs up and drop a comment. The comment section, that's a small effort for you, but really means a lot to me, and also can help other people to retrieve this content to better understand what's going on into this market. So let's start. But before talking about the buy the dip, let me present to you the sponsor of today that is coming from Grafilab, that is about AI agents. That's the big topic of this story, because when it comes to AI agents, we have two big parts. One part is creating the infrastructure to enable the industry to release better AI agents, because at the end of the story, if you want to have a good AI agent, what you really need is having infrastructure that is enabling you to no-code deployment, because maybe someone, yes, is having AI skills, but maybe they are not good on the server side, or maybe they are having an idea, but they are looking for an infrastructure that could allow them to train the model or to find different way to apply what they are thinking about. I mean, all of that is about infrastructure. On the other side, we have seen AI agents, so building and releasing something, for example, which is an AI agent. Everything that was at the beginning, the first kind of thing that we have seen into this industry was about gold, truth, terminal, and that is a basic AI agent. So it means an autonomous agent that is able to perform tasks. In that case was about publishing content on Twitter. The kind of AI agents that you can build are of any kind. The whole point is having access to data, having a way to analyze this data through a model, training the model using a physical infrastructure, because I mean, yes, we are all digital, but you still need servers, you still need mainly GPU when it comes to AI agents. So you run, you perform, you train your model on this GPU, so on this hardware, in order to get a final result. When you have all of that, you can automate building the agent. Is simply performing a task according to which are the inputs that it's receiving, how the model is reinterpreting, is reelaborating the data in order to give you the best outcome. When it comes to the infrastructure side, it is something that will become every day more important, because if we want to have good AI agents, we need a good infrastructure. Grafilab is exactly about infrastructure. It's a project that is launching right now. The TGA should be in the coming weeks. As you can see right now, in 2 days, there will be a public sale. We are talking about the project has already collected through VCs around 1 million. I will leave also all the links, including, guys, the Medium articles, that I highly encourage you to check them out, guys. It's so important. I know that most of you want to just buy in order to make profit, but buy something that you understand and you have dig into. I'm just giving you an input, but you have to make your own researches, guys. And these 3 articles, for example, are a good way to start knowing more about Grafilab. When it comes to Grafilab, what you need to know is that basically is a physical infrastructure. They have just closed a partnership with a big server provider, so GPU provider in Malaysia in this case. They have their own model. It's called MOE LLM, so a mixture of experts LLM, so large language model. They have an inference API in order to allow you to deploy your AI agents. Plus, they are having data that are fine-tuned and collected and filtered by a swarm of agents that are performing the filtering act. On the website, you can find also all the information about how the whole infrastructure is working. What is the core thing is that this is what will enable, this is the kind of infrastructure that will enable the building and deploying new AI agents. What I have done is also closing a partnership with Eliza OS. Why? Mainly because obviously if you want to deploy, build something, what you need is the simplest and all the tools, all the toolkit in order to allow you to deploy and to develop your own AI agent. And through Eliza OS, you can do that, integrate into the Grafilab ecosystem. Plus also, they are collaborating with Swarms. That is another great project when it comes to AI agents. The token will be called Graphi, and follow their account on X mainly. Here you will find also all the links on when the public sale will be happening. According to when you will be watching this video, it could be just be released, or maybe it will be released in the next coming hours, or you could be just in the middle of the sale. Okay guys, so let's jump back to the topic about, we have been talking about this infrastructure, but obviously the infrastructure makes sense only if there is a future for the AI agents. So let's see the numbers, and I want to show you, first of all, yes, this is the chart of ARC. That is one of the greatest projects when it comes to AI agents. Another one that is AI 16Z, that is the part of the Eliza OS that we have just mentioned. But as you can see, all of them had this big correction. But let's check it out what happened with the DeFi season, so DeFi summer, just in the previous cycle. And I want to use, for example, the case of Sushi. Sushi has been one of the greatest performers in the previous bull run, but if you check the chart and we go back all the way to what happened in 2021, and more specifically from the launch to the bottom, as you can see, the kind of enthusiasm at the beginning was insane, with a spike that reached even a price. I think it was mainly an error due to the lack of liquidity, so I will not count that. But even if we don't count that, we just use this spike over here, the downside has been something like 90-91%. That's a lot. And one thing that I highly encourage you is, guys, when you see anything like what we have just seen with, I don't know, even Swarms, look at this chart. That's terrible. And it's scaring, and the kind of thing that you would have to ask yourself, is it something that could recover or not? So try to look back in the past for charts that could be similar and are having similar fundamentals to similar narratives. And when it comes to DeFi and AI agents are pretty comparable, at least. That's simply my opinion. Feel free to disagree if you don't believe the same. And Sushi is one of the greatest examples, mainly because it had this spike down and not a spike up in just, as you can see, the whole thing happened from the first top to the second top in just 200 days. So in just 6 months, the whole thing happened. So top, bottom, top, 6 months, and it has gone from the first. So the first candle from here, up 7x, down 90%, up here 49 times. So 7, 90%, and 48 times. So the kind of volatility is that's insane. But this is showing us that, I mean, this kind of dip could be something that the market could absorb. There is a big thing that you have to take in account, guys. It's unlikely, at least, that Swarms, ARK, AI, Grafilab, AI16Z, or whatever is the token about AI agents that you are looking at could outperform the market if Bitcoin doesn't break the all-time high. So as you can see, we are here, and we have to go back above to 110, and the same has to happen for Ethereum, that has to start again a new trend. If these two conditions are happening, I mean, these, yes, could be a good buy in the dip, but the big point is that if you're buying the dip right now, you have to be aware that right now, as I was telling you, we still don't have any confirmation from Bitcoin or Ethereum that we are in a new uptrend. So without the confirmation, it means also that, yes, for example, ARK is performing pretty well at the moment. AI16Z is showing some strength again, but it's not the same for all of them. For example, Farcoin, I mean, is still struggling a bit, but the correction started a little bit later. So yes, the price that we are seeing actually on most, or at least the main AI agents, could be a good dip, but nothing prevents the market to go even deeper, or if anything is happening to Bitcoin and Ethereum, it will obviously affect what it will happen also to AI agents. Talking now about the DeepSeek trap, I mean, most of what we are seeing right now on the market, it has been pretty much affected from the DeepSeek news. If you missed that news, basically what happened is that this new model has been released by DeepSeek, this Chinese company, and this model basically was outperforming most of the existing models, but more up than the performance itself, the big point was that it was possible to do the same kind of things at a much cheaper price. And the reason why most of the projects related to AI dumped was regarding the idea that we weren't needing really so much GPU as we were thinking at the beginning. So that was the big point. Honestly speaking, I mean, when it comes to this news, it came out with a weird timing. It came out just during Chinese New Year, so it's pretty weird. I don't know if you have ever been in China during Chinese New Year. Nothing happens there. So why to release such an announcement during this period? I mean, that's pretty uncommon at least. And on the other side, the kind of model has been used. It was already known it could be cheaper and performing the same task at a lower cost. So it's not a big deal. Obviously, it came out and it shook the market, and probably it will affect somehow the policy of how the big players that were already in the market were selling their products. So maybe it could create more competition, lowering the price, and so on. But at least in my opinion, the overall trajectory didn't change so much. There has been a lot of noise, but nothing so deeply happened to really change what we are seeing in the market. If we talk just about AI agents, that at the end of the story, that's what we really care into this video, I do think that DeepSeek has been a good news, even if the price of most of these coins has been performing pretty badly during this period. And the reason why this news is positive for the whole AI agent market, because the more competition, the cheaper is the price to access the technology, the better it is for the market, because it means that we can deploy, we can develop better tools at a cheaper price. So that's what we want. It means also making more accessible to a large consumer base. And I mean, the more we are making it accessible, the more users will come, and the more the price will grow of any token. So that's my personal opinion about DeepSeek. Let me know what you think in the comment section. When it comes to the upside for the AI agents industry, so as you can see, you can understand also from my words, I'm overall bullish. But there are two main things that you have to remember. So first of all, in order to be bullish on that, we need, again, guys, Bitcoin has to outperform. Bitcoin has to break out from this simply sideways phase, and Ethereum has to go back to an all-time high at least. If these two things are happening, I mean, I'm pretty positive also in AI agents. Are AI agents, so projects like Arc or whatever, really built in order to start pushing, just leverage their own fundamentals, metrics, and so on? Well, we have seen projects reacting pretty well to anything that is regarding their fundamentals. For example, Arc is launching a new launchpad on their technology, and they are saying it is great and so on. And the market has reacted pretty well. Same happened also, for example, with Virtuos that has just been deployed on Solana and so on. Each project is releasing its own news. Snai, for example, Swarm Nodes has been announcing that they are collaborating with NVIDIA. They have been part of their accelerator program for startups and so on. So somehow NVIDIA is supporting what Swarm Nodes is doing, and the price has been reacting really well. But let me be frank with you guys. I am positive about the upside of AI agents, and I really think that what will happen in the future will be seeing the price of all of these AI agents growing a lot. Probably it will not be every AI agent like we have seen in November, but big players will overperform. But a key point will not be about user acquisition. It will be just about the tech itself. A lot will be about marketing and the capability to attract speculators. That's what it is. The reality is that none of these projects is having a market cap that is reflecting somehow the real value of the project. Most of the projects will die in the coming 2 years. That's the sad reality, but it doesn't mean that we can't make money out of that. But what we have to remember is that the market is really reflexive. It means that people are buying what other people are buying, and this is pushing the price higher. Why? Simply because the liquidity is not so much in the market, and a small amount of buying pressure is able to generate a spike into the price. This kind of spike is obviously what speculators are looking for. So be aware of that. Be aware that yes, you can see a big growth, but the volatility will be insane. It means also that as fast as the price goes down, the same pace could go also down. That's what we have seen in the last couple of weeks, with most of the AI agents going down and bleeding deeply. So I'm really positive, but remember, it will not be driven by fundamentals, but the capability to engage the community, to activate reflexive actions in terms of the price action. Guys, that's what I think. Let me know what you think about this matter. Will AI agents have a future or not? And if you want to know more about Grafilab, I will leave also all the links into the description below and also in the first pinned comment. Check it out. Check all their papers on Medium, their website, and if you want, also their pre-sale that will be launching just right now. Guys, thank you for following me. Don't forget to leave us a big thumbs up, drop a comment, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye, guys.